This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Melanesian Institute reveals research on South. Maranville Secondary School to host Jubilee celebration. And Governor queries election preparedness. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Nicole Rema. Thank you for joining us. Melanesian Institute has provided an update on the Institute's latest research findings regarding the best community practices in addressing sorcery accusation-related violence in Papua New Guinea.
Melanesian Institute held a media briefing today to announce its successful community-led and church-supported initiatives across the 4 regions in the country. Director of the Institute, Brother Martin Tinins, says there has been significant progress in their mission to prevent violence, support survivors, strengthen families and promote peace within communities. Brother Martin gave an example in Chimbu province where the institution's partnership with the law enforcing agency such as the police having an impact in terms of perpetrators being brought to justice.
Now like you see in Chimbu, that's now being reported that few cases already start to be persecution, but we need to do more on these issues because when we leave the perpetrators roaming around, that is not good for the law. If you have the law but it's not being implemented, and that is becoming a problem. But at least now we see that there's an improvement and we continue to work together with our law enforcement.
Based on these findings, Brother Martin says the Melanesian Institute is partnering with provincial governments and districts to effectively carry out awareness. He says Chimbu and Eastern Islands have actively participated.
Coming out, for instance, in Eastern Highlands Province, recently we see that Governor Simon Sea, Honorable Ayatambua, and supporting Kuswa. They're giving a Kuswa because Kuswa providing money for Kuswa, and Kuswa is the women-led organizations that carrying on this self-awareness.
Though the Institute has promoted a message of peace in some of the deeply traditional areas where sorcery accusation is common, there hasn't been much resistance in these communities as they continue to drive the program.
We do not have that much resistance from the community. Of course, first of all, when they come for training, they will say sorcery is part of our culture, and it is difficult to get away with it. But as we continue to have more conversations and clarify that.
Meanwhile, the Institute also did a briefing with churches and civil society organizations at the Airways Hotel yesterday. Pakatambo, National EMTV News.
With only a few months remaining before the upcoming national general election, ACP Governor Alan Bird raised concerns over the country's preparedness for the election. Governor Bird directed a series of questions without notice to Prime Minister James Marape regarding the appointment of the Electoral Commissioner and other major election-related issues. He questioned why there has been no permanent appointment of the Electoral Commissioner despite the limited time remaining before the election.
Delays in the appointment of a permanent Electoral Commissioner. Could the Prime Minister inform this House and the people of Papua New Guinea?
He also asked whether the government is prepared to introduce legislations to support some of the recommendations that were made by the Special Parliamentary Committee on the National General Election.
Is the government prepared to bring legislation to support some of the recommendations within the remaining 11 months of this parliament?
During his inquiry, Bird highlighted that the cost of the last national general election was approximately 1 billion kina. Bird said that after the parliamentary committee requested agencies responsible for election preparations to submit their budget this year,
More than 600 million kina was submitted to Treasury for consideration.
To fund the agencies for their preparedness for the 2027 elections.
In response, Prime Minister James Marape said the appointment process for the Permanent Electoral Commissioner is underway and nearing completion.
Process may run. I have issued my instructions to Chief Secretary, who reports to me.
He elaborated on the process, explaining that discussions are ongoing at the roundtable level regarding the appointment of the Electoral Commissioner by the committees.
The Chief Justice, the Public Service Commission Chairman, and the Ombudsman Chief Ombudsman Commissioner, I beg your pardon.
Marape commanded the Special Parliamentary Committee on the National General Election and said recommendations that require parliamentary attention will be brought forward during the upcoming sittings of Parliament. On the issue of funding, Marape said he had already spoken with the Electoral Commissioner regarding the use of election funds.
I've had word out to Electoral Commission. I need clear visibility on where you are spending this money. Haya Tumas. Can expense Tumas.
He assured Parliament that the government will continue to support the institution financially, stressing that funding would not be an issue provided the money is used wisely. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
The Maranville Secondary School will celebrate its 60th Jubilee starting on Friday the 29th of May and will end on the 31st. It will be the biggest reunion of women from the 60s era.
The Maranville Secondary School was established in 1966 to provide Form 2 education for young girls in Port Moresby and Central Province. The first students were 70 girls from Anwabada village who left their homes to start a new life as boarding students. In an interview with the executives of the Maranville Alumni Group Association, Inc., the 3-day Diamond Jubilee celebration will be led by the school in the morning, and then the alumni group will take over in the afternoon and the next 2 days.
And then the alumni is coming in the afternoon, do a registration, and then there's a whole heap of event that goes until in the night as well. So that's basically that till Saturday. And then the main event starts in around 8 o'clock. So we have various stalls, which is from SME to service partnership with service providers with various stalls they'll be putting up, and the services in terms of having medical support as well.
President of the alumni group said the celebration will also include fun activities for the different eras.
Over here would be Lamana party and all that. We call it the firehouse, and that's where in between the blocks everyone gets to show their different moves. You know, different era of music, different and style of moves. But that's something exciting for the evening on Friday. And then we have the Virgil that goes all night till morning. And then that leads into, like Tanya said, into our dawn.
Highlights of the great reunion will be marching from De La Salle to the school ground, showcasing a strong Maranville village.
Our march is pretty big because you're talking almost 60 areas. When I say almost, you've got the 1960s. Those who are strong, they'll come, they'll walk. The rest will probably stay in school. But we get to walk it right throughout what used to be called the Snake Road. We'll join that from De La Salle coming back into the school.
This 60th Jubilee celebration is open only to ex-Maranville students, their families and friends.
Why we put it down to limitation, best for crowd control and obvious reasons for security. But yes, our big hats off and thank you to the police who will be taking part in this whole event for the 3 days.
Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the Maranville alumni executives described the school's Diamond Jubilee celebration as a special coming back home moment for all eras from the 60s to date, calling on ex-Maranville students who cannot join in person to celebrate with them virtually and spiritually.
Vice President Tanya Wilson said the 60th Jubilee celebration will be an emotional reunion, marking a return home for all eras.
The emotions that come back it's a place where it mold and shape every woman who are successful, to now, and yes, being a top school, it has produced a lot of people, and we can see that, and we know that. So most of us, it's emotional.
President Mohi said the bonds created at Marineville are special.
If you haven't heard of Marineville, we know a Marineville when we see one. And it doesn't have to take opening of the mouth to greet. It's just how we're greeted, and you feel it. I'd say in the spirit of Mary, that's when we feel that, yes, she's a Marinevillian.
She said the Diamond Jubilee marks a celebration of virtuous women.
Event that's coming, celebrating 60 years, is celebrating 60 years of life. Women, young, virtuous women. And back then, the motto was May Christ reign, and it changed into ours, which is to show God's love. So may Christ reign to show God's love.
The alumni executives are calling on ex-Marineville students to join the celebration.
For those who are watching from afar, because it'll be on media, celebrate with us. Yeah, perhaps not in person, but spiritually, feel our emotions.
Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
The Department of Lands and Physical Planning has successfully completed a week-long capacity audit program in New Ireland Province recently. This is part of the department's effort to decentralize land administration services across Papua New Guinea.
The initiative aims to determine whether provincial administrations are ready to manage key land administration functions currently handled at the national level. The audit examined staffing levels, office infrastructure, technical capacity and institutional support systems needed for provinces to independently manage land matters. DLPP Director for Policy and Legal, Simon Aurey, said the audit is focused on preparing provinces to take on delegated powers such as provincial land borders and physical planning borders.
Establish the capacity within the division of lands in the provincial administration and to delegate the functions. Delegate the functions so that at least almost working no province. Almost working no province. So basically that's the aim.
Findings from the audit highlighted several areas requiring improvement before full devolution of powers can take place. These include increased staffing, adequate office space, equipment upgrades, and stronger institutional support. The audit was later presented to the New Ireland Governor, Brian Chen, and provincial officials, proposing a new organizational structure aimed at improving land management and service delivery within the province. While receiving the report, Governor Chen welcomed the initiative, saying it supports New Ireland's vision for greater autonomy and improved provincial services.
GC has make recommendations to the provincial land board and provincial land planning board. All that is done, just waiting the formalities with your department. So that one will.
According to the department, similar audits were successfully conducted in East Sepik and West New Britain provinces last year, with plans already underway to extend the program to other provinces. The capacity audit program, introduced by the Department of Lands and Physical Planning in 2025, is part of the government's broader effort to strengthen land administration services at the provincial level. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Community leaders from Lower Mendi voluntarily handed over factory-made firearms on Wednesday in front of the Southern Highlands police officers, members of the public, and the commander of the Upper Highlands Special Operations, Anthony Wagambi Jr.
This is the second surrender that has taken place since the government launched the illegal firearms amnesty. Commander Wagambi, who officiated this surrender, said this is a community-led initiative and followed a similar act last month by local businessman Lowa Magola, who surrendered a factory-made pistol in Wabeg shortly after the amnesty launch. He explained Upper Highlands Special Operations Team was deployed by the Commissioner of Police in response to escalating lawlessness in the region, and their mandate is to enforce the newly enacted Counter-Terrorism Act and support Divisional Commander Joseph Tondop and Provincial Police Commanders. Commander Wagambi elaborated on stating that under the Act, police can target not only those illegal possessions of firearms or involved in the sabotage of vital installations such as roadblocks and power lines, but also those who sponsor, incite or encourage such acts. He added that police will enforce the law regardless of who is implicated and stressed that everyone must cooperate. The public are encouraged to respect the rule of law, and those entrusted to enforce it, including security forces, village courts, district and national courts, councillors, presidents and community elders. Contact number for the public have been released, particularly in Southern Highlands, to report the location of illegal factory-made firearms. The commander stated change can only happen when people take responsibility. Southern Islands can return to their glory days and be even better when the people take ownership of law and order. He said the first step is removing illegal factory-made guns from the community. Commander Wagambi also confirmed that the Southern Highlands Provincial Executive Council endorsed an illegal guns amnesty awareness campaign last week. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja, yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Get twice the data with Telecom. Enjoy bonus double data from Thursday to Saturday on selected plans. You get twice the data at the same price. For instance, for 5 kina, you get 6 gigabytes valid for 1 day. And that's more data for you to stream videos and play your online games. Drop into your nearest Telecom store or kiosk to top up and get your double data. Great value and PNG owned sure feels good.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
Years ago, Dated PNG began with a vision to connect Papua New Guinea through technology.
Today, we celebrate 40 years of innovation, service, and partnership.
From humble beginnings to becoming a trusted leader in ICT, our journey has been powered by our people, our clients, and our community.
As we honor the past, we look forward to shaping the future together.
Happy 40th anniversary, Dated PNG.
EMTV brings to you a fresh new talk show program in 2026. Watch our exclusive interview with special guest, Honorable James Marape, Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, as we discuss government programs and projects since 2019. Walk by Talk, coming soon on MTV.
You are watching National MTV News. With Port Moresby General Hospital set to host its inaugural free medical checkup program tomorrow, Money Plus has come on board to support the event with donations.
In a small presentation at the Port Moresby General Hospital today, Money Plus presented sets to the hospital to show support towards POMGen free checkup event.
It's part of our corporate social responsibility that we support by way of giving back to the communities. And in this case, Port Moresby General Hospital, we respond to the request to provide them the sets for the occasion that is happening currently right now.
Money Plus Sales Support Manager Bernard Mambote says the company has an ongoing partnership with Port Moresby General Hospital and there have been numerous exchanges in the past few years.
Food hampers that was back in September 2025 last year. Independence, we came here, we give hampers to the children's ward. At least we give something back to the children.
Apart from health, Money Plus is also involved in other areas under their corporate social responsibility program.
It's an ongoing thing. We do assist the schools and some other programs. When they approach us, we do assist.
Pakatambo National MTV News.
During question time in Parliament sitting yesterday, member for Usinabundi Vincent Ambane Kumura raised concerns regarding the recent fuel crisis and the government relief of 1 billion kina.
While thanking the Maraperoso government for the fuel relief assistance, Kumura questioned the minister responsible on whether the 1 billion kina used by the government to pay fuel suppliers was captured in the national budget.
However, 1 billion kina is a lot of money. Could you explain to this House and to the nation if this 1 billion kina is captured in this year's government budget?
He also raised concerns about the sustainability of the fuel relief program, especially with the ongoing conflict in the Middle East, and asked about the government's long-term plans to address the fuel crisis.
Gouging by operators, particularly our PMV owners and bus drivers right across the country. Yet in the face of fuel price uncertainties, many PMV owners, bus drivers, even trucking companies and everyday fuel consumers are quite unsettled whether this fuel price stability would last.
In response, Minister for Rural and Economic Development Joseph Lelang said the fuel crisis is being experienced globally. However, the government's intervention has helped ease the burden on Papua New Guineans.
Kina, as we all know, is not budgeted. In this year's budget, given the nature of the event. However, I just want to point out that the 1 billion kina is only 3.4% of the total net expenditure.
Minister Lalang confirmed that the 1 billion kina allocated for the fuel relief program was not captured in the budget.
For some time. And so the issue of sustainability of the fuel price is very important. And the task force team, together with Treasury, we are working around looking at many different policy options so that we can be able to sustain the subsidy program.
He further stated that the 600 million kina of the 1 billion kina has already been allocated to fuel suppliers. Speaking on the sustainability of the fuel relief program, Minister Lalang highlighted the government's ongoing efforts to manage the situation. Minister Lalang added that the Minister for Energy will provide a detailed report outlining the government's long-term plans in addressing the fuel crisis. Samantha Solomon, National MTV News.
During the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between the National Cultural Commission and Western Highlands Provincial Government yesterday, Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Belden Nama, presented 500,000 kina to the Mount Hagen Cultural Show. The 500,000 kina check was the commitment Minister Nama made during the opening ceremony of the Mount Hagen Cultural Show last year. The money has been already deposited in the Mount Hagen Cultural Show account and will be cleared within the next 3 days.
That we will be presenting 500,000 as per my commitment in last year's Hagen Show, to give 500,000 to Hagen Show. Today I wish to make an announcement to the people of Western Islands, to the people of the Papua New Guinea, that Western Islands will receive 500,000. In fact, as we are speaking, money is already deposited into the Western Islands Cultural Show account.
The Mount Hagen Show has been the biggest cultural show hosted every year in Western Highlands Province. Last year, the show attracted 600 tourists and about 600,000 visitors.
600 tourists who came there, and about 600,000 visitors who came into that important Mount Hagen Show. Mount Hagen Show has a very profound history. Actually, it was the peace ceremony that was started between the warring tribes. To bring peace, they have to do these exchanges in a peaceful ceremony, which developed into a show today.
Minister Nama encouraged all the provincial governors to promote tourism.
I want to encourage all the provincial governors, all the provinces, to promote tourism, to promote culture, to promote art in your provinces. I want to encourage all the governors to come forward to sign with the National Cultural Commission, and we wish to establish tourism and cultural hub in all the provinces in the country.
Western Highlands Governor Wairapa acknowledged Minister Nama for his commitment and looks forward to collaborate with NCC to promote cultural and tourism in Western Highlands Province. Meanwhile, Western Highlands Governor Wairapa announced that the province is in the process of developing a cultural hub for tourism that will showcase the province's unique culture and heritage. Minister Nama congratulated Governor Wairapa for the initiative and pledged to work in partnership with the provincial government to ensure the tourism cultural hub is established.
Today I was really pleased to hear that you have already put aside a land, reserve land, for that, specifically for Western Islands tourism and cultural hub. And that is the way forward. And you have my support on that. And once you secure the special list from the Department of Lands and Physical Planning, I want to work closely with you from my ministry and through National Cultural Commission. We come up with a design, maybe a Western Islands Houseman, that will be the tourism building for the people of Western Islands.
Governor Rapa noted that culture is very important to preserve for the future generations.
We have identified a land that we wanted to build art and also a museum too. Cultural center. Yeah. So in the next couple of months, we will want you to come and launch it too. Sure.
Governor Rapa urged everyone to promote tourism and culture in their provinces. As health information on child cancer is being continuously echoed in villages, members of the community, particularly in Milne Bay, have stood up to support the cause.
Polly Tilaka, an elder from a church in Halota, was part of the Nation Walk Across campaign that tracked to Port Moresby. He shared his perspective on this health awareness.
I came from Naura. Naura is an oil palm area, and I was interested to follow milk because I know that future generation is very important. That is why I follow them. And what we see is an elderly patient like me. I'm 69 years old now. And just think about this. So we see that because I have a concern for the next generation, the second and the third, fourth generation.
A youth named Chris Senwa expressed he was grateful to be part of the awareness.
Ilalim sampai-sampai masih holding poster sana profile sumber make awareness to take part lo tok community side awareness for beginning. Terus mi palu ke important awareness for nation.
George Gilepasi also said he has learned new health tips by following through every village, speaking to the people.
Myself, I learned a lot about that awareness because some of the signs like I heard and I saw and I also took part in giving the awareness. I learned that yes, in my village we do blame sorceries, witchcraft, and plenty of young ones have died already.
Dr. Benjamin Daur said such programs strengthen referral pathways in the province.
Trying to get the diagnosis right and trying to start treatment for them. And so it's initiatives like this that help us strengthen our referral pathways and bring attention to the PHAs so that more can be done to make sure these kids get to Port Moresby.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The Walk Across PNG Child Cancer Awareness is planning to set up GoFundMe program where interested individuals can support in extending the work of Port Moresby General Hospital Child Cancer Unit.
Dr. Benjamin Daur said with the media yesterday, work is in progress to prepare and raise funds for the awareness.
So with the Walk Across PNG initiative, we're hoping to start a GoFundMe. So I hope you can stay tuned for that to see when we do actually start it. But we do have a Facebook page, the PNGH Children's Cancer Fund. If you are interested in seeing how you can assist us, you can always send a message to the Facebook page. And hopefully we can update everyone on the GoFundMe through the Facebook page.
He elaborated more on the seriousness of child cancer, sharing on what they usually deal with at the hospital.
Cancer in children is very different from adults, so a cancer that a child would have is not exactly what the adult would have. So everything is age-related, so there are specific cancers that affect 1-year-old children, 3-year-old children, and 5-year-old children. The youngest child we've treated in Pomjan is about 3 months old, and so those 6 cancers that were mentioned are the common cancers that account for 40 to 50% of all the admissions. We have been admitting about 60 to 70 new cases of children with cancer every year, which is a big number. And most of these kids are diagnosed with cancers that are treatable and that we have chemotherapy for in the country. I guess the issue we have is trying to get them into Port Moresby as quickly as possible.
Dr. Daur said volunteering to be part of the health campaign movement means a lot to them.
That helps a lot of cancer services overseas is volunteers and people that have invested interest to put their time and effort into helping people in need. And for this, we need to understand that with children, they're innocent children. It's not their lifestyle that made them get cancer. It was mostly genetics and most causes are unknown. So these innocent children they have their whole life in front of them, and usually we need the public and we need volunteers who are happy to put time and effort into making sure that these innocent children get the help they need.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund Market Report. The Kina closed unchanged at $0.2293 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your Kina was buying $0.2218 US, $0.3069 Australian dollars, 0.1827 euro, 35.1212 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading lower. coffee closed lower, cocoa closed lower, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed lower. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading lower, and the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Announcing the Skill Rise School Competition 2026 with monthly prizes of GFI products, student project fees, and a major prize of 25,000 Kina building project funding. You can make a difference. Here's how you can enter. Just buy any 1 kg medium grain or soft and sweet Scout rice and give your child a drop into the entry box provided in selected schools to win. Terms and conditions apply. Skill Rise, and by you like it.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion Kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
The Fatima Catholic Parish of Mount Hagen, Archdiocese in Juaka Province, invites you to join the fundraising drive for our church building project. Together, we can build a place of worship, faith, and hope for the future generations. Every contribution brings us closer to completing God's house. Together we pray, together we give, together we build. For more information, please contact us on 721-74001 or 722-887.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
You're watching National MTV News. The technical team from the Compliance Committee at the Education Department visited the Karawagi Secondary School to do the audit to ensure it is elevated to a senior high school.
Assistant Secretary for Registration Erika Inai said all schools must meet all requirements and standards as 85% and above for the Registration and Compliance Committee to grant the approval for schools to be elevated to a senior high school.
So 85%. So what's now Karawagi Junior High School and meeting 85% or 86% or 87%. Secretary Beto approved.
Simbu School Senior Inspector Samuel Kono said Karawagi is the fastest growing institution in terms of infrastructure and facilities development, with the highest population of 2,200 students, 60 teachers and 43 ancillary staff. It is the only level 10 school in Simbu and a performing academic school that are working extra hard to see the facelift transpired with a aim to see school status changes to senior high school or provincial school of excellence.
And here in the Highlands, there may be one or two level 10 schools, but Kerawagi is one of them.
Kerawagi Secondary School Principal Wendy Bourne expressed gratitude for the auditing team and looks forward for the outcome.
The criteria and the change of curriculum, we have to start go up step by step.
Mrs. Bourne said the school board and management are working very hard to meet the standards required.
Getting the senior high school for the province.
The auditing team are in Simbu to audit 18 schools in the district to ensure they meet the requirement to be elevated to a senior high school. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
The court case on alleged financial corruption and misuse of public office by Road Traffic Authority Acting Chief Executive Officer John Avira has been adjourned to June 11, 2026, when the committal court is expected to deliver its final ruling on whether the matter will proceed to the National Court for a full criminal trial.
In recent committal proceedings in which both prosecution and defense lawyers presented legal arguments surrounding allegations that a vehicle purchased using RTA funds was later registered under Mr. Avira's personal name, investigators alleged that a sport utility vehicle, Ford Everest model, was acquired using public funds belonging to the Road Traffic Authority but was privately registered under Mr. Avira's name instead of under the authority itself. Prosecutors argued that this transaction forms the focus of allegations involving misappropriation of public funds, abuse of office, official corruption, conspiracy, perverting the course of justice, and related offences. During the proceeding, the prosecution were relying on financial records, vehicle registration documents, procurement records, and witness statements to establish that they believe it is sufficient evidence for the matter to proceed to the trial before the National Court. The defense, however, strongly disputed the allegations, challenging both the interpretation and sufficiency of the evidence and arguing that the matter should not be proceeded beyond the committal stage. The June 11 ruling is now expected to be determined whether the court finds enough evidence to commit Mr. Avira to stand trial in the National Court or whether the matter will be dismissed at the committal level. In a related development, there is a separate case involving former RTA executive to the CEO who was also before the court and has now been adjourned to June 16, 2026 for further proceedings. Pakatambo, National EMTV News.
The governor for Morobe province raised concerns regarding the fortnightly salaries of ward members, arguing for an increase in light of the workload and the demands of Melanesian society.
While acknowledging the work of the Marape Rosso government in supporting ward members, Morobe Governor Rainbow Paita raised concerns in Parliament over the allowance currently paid to ward members. He said the 300 kina fortnightly payment is not enough considering the responsibilities ward members carry in their communities, including their obligations with Melanesian society and culture.
But it's a sad reality when councillors are getting 300 kina fortnight, every fortnight. Now, this money is a gololo fortnight, Mr. Speaker.
Governor Paita questioned whether the allowance for ward members could be increased to better reflect the work they do.
So this leader was stable place can only work with pride. Now only work because of a title now. Thanks to Minister Mgim Kaubekep na badge. So my question is, can we increase their pay so that at least 1,000 so they can meet him daily expenses?
He further asked whether ward recorders who also assist at the community level could be placed on the government payroll. In response, Prime Minister James Marape said the Pangu-led government has recognized the important role ward members and village court officials play in communities across the country.
And we've delivered for the first time, recognizing that after the 5th year going forward, their role in our country remains. And I want to place on record, if this government continues, their role will be amplified by allocating SIPs, service fund, but condition precedent on us tightening the accountability mechanisms. If they are accountable, we'll peg. Second condition precedent will be when our economy goes past a 200 billion Kenya economy, we'll have the affordability to empower them with some service improvement funds where they're located.
A supplementary question was also raised by Alotau MP Ricky Morris, who said some ward members are yet to receive their payments.
Certain provinces, if the Prime Minister is not aware, councillors haven't been paid.
Prime Minister Marape responded by addressing the issue of delayed payments.
This is your Section 42 powers. If your councillors are not yet paid, make sure the accounts come in, make sure the names come in, work with respective department concerned, and I put Secretary of our provincial local level government on notice. Check them. Government has allocated money.
Meanwhile, Western Highlands Governor Wairapa also raised concerns regarding wards that currently do not have ward members.
They're still vacant, so if the government can give the provinces responsibility so that we can conduct elections and fill up those wards.
Prime Minister James Marape said the government will look into the matter, including the legal provisions that would allow provincial governments to conduct by-elections in wards where elections were unsuccessful during the last LLG elections. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Rukai Sports. Stay with us.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more. One more.
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
The real opportunity for UPNG is at online education. We can take education to the rest of Papua New Guinea.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we hold discussions with the Vice Chancellor of the University of Papua New Guinea, Professor Ian Finley.
Where do you see UPNG in 10 years' time?
In 10 years' time, UPNG will be the Harvard of the Pacific.
That's on Monday night.
True Kai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Boroko Motors and Isuzu have congratulated the Papua New Guinea Barramundis after the successful ICC Men's T20 World Cup East Asia Pacific Qualifier campaign, where the national side finished on top as league champions.
The company National Sales and Marketing Manager Donovan Brooks described the achievement as a proud moment for Papua New Guinea's cricket. Brooks said the team showed determination, discipline and talent throughout the tournament to finish as league champions against strong regional opposition. He also acknowledged the efforts of the coaching staff, selectors and cricket PNG administrators for guiding the team's success. Boroko Motors is the major sponsor for the ICC Men's T20 Smash competition, which continues to help develop local talent in the country. Joel Nipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
It's the Great Gala Giveaway, bro.
Don't miss out on the Great Gala Giveaway. Buy any Gala stick, tub, sundae, cone ice cream, or T-shake and win an Apple iPhone 16 Pro, Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, iPads, tablets, JBL party speakers, GoPro, DJI drone, PlayStation, Switch, and even this kick scooter. Buy any Gala products and write your details at the back of the receipt and drop it into the entry box. Hurry, hurry, hurry before your boo-boo gets them all.
Gala Gala. Ready for the world, so is your Teaser Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new Teaser Visa card.
The Fatima Catholic Parish of Mount Hagen, Archdiocese in Juaka Province, invites you to join the fundraising drive for our church building project. Together, we can build a place of worship, faith, and hope for the future generations. Every contribution brings us closer to completing God's house. Together we pray, together we give, together we build. For more information, please contact us on 721-74001 or 722-887. Announcing the Skillrise School Competition 2026! With monthly prizes of GFI products, student project fees, and a major prize of 25,000 Kina building project funding, you can make a difference! Here's how you can enter. Just buy any 1 kg medium grain or soft and sweet Scout rice and give your child a drop into the entry box provided in selected schools to win. Terms and conditions apply. Scout rice, and by you like it.
Hi everyone, I am Anita and you are watching Kids Corner on MTV. The show just for you little adventurers. Get ready for awesome games, fun facts, special guests, loads of love, and not to forget our dress teams for each month. Whether you love to sing, dance, learn new things, or just have a great time, Kids Corner is the place to be. Catch Kids Corner only on MTV.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Ah, yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
You're watching Trukai Sports. With the return of Taroma Suns into the Jackie Pom AFL competition this season, the team officials are confident that the side is moving forward despite their absence.
The Tharoma Suns assistant coach Baron Kengi says the club is focused on rebuilding and preparing strongly ahead of the new Jackie Pom AFL season. Kengi says despite being away from the competition for some time, the team remains committed and determined to make a positive comeback this year. He says preparations are already underway with players training hard and working together to improve their fitness and teamwork for a successful season. Kengi added that the club is aiming to return stronger and more competitive while also giving opportunities for younger and upcoming players within the team. The Tauranga Suns are excited to showcase more AFL football actions at the Coast Oval. Joel Nipari, Trukai Sports.
The countdown to the FIFA World Cup 2026 is on, and Papua New Guinea has joined in on the excitement with the celebration of the World Football Day last Monday. Every kick of the ball in the cities, town and even the rural parts of the country marked the celebration. This includes the celebration at Awala village in Kokoda Ora province.
The Just Play program, in partnership with the PNG Olympics Committee and Kicks for Kokoda, successfully celebrated World Football Day last Monday at Awala village through a day of football, youth engagement and community activities. The event brought together children, youth, teachers, parents and community members to celebrate the power of football in promoting inclusion, healthy lifestyle, teamwork, leadership and community development. Activities throughout the day included Just Play small-sided football games designed to encourage participation, confidence, teamwork and enjoyment for both girls and boys. The celebration also featured the Kicks for Kokoda tournament, an initiative of Kokoda Trek Foundation that uses football to positively engage and inspire young people and communities in the Kokoda LLG. The World Football Day was also celebrated across the region and the country, where individuals reflected on what a beautiful game football is and the impacts it has in the communities. The event in Awala was led by PNG team hero athletes from PNG Olympics Committee, who promoted the PNG Olympics Committee's core value of honesty. Charlie Dumavi, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything alright?
Oh. Yes. Everything's alright. Alright with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Years ago, Data PNG began with a vision to connect Papua New Guinea through technology.
Today, we celebrate 40 years of innovation, service, and partnership.
From humble beginnings to becoming a trusted leader in ICT, our journey has been powered by our people, our clients, and our community.
As we honor the past, we look forward to shaping the future together.
Happy 40th anniversary, Data PNG.
EMTV brings to you a fresh new talk show program in 2026. Watch our exclusive interview with special guest, Honorable James Marape, Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, as we discuss government programs and projects since 2019. Walk by Talk, coming soon on MTV.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Morning Plus, with you always.
The Morning Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, cloudy periods with chances of showers and thunderstorms. Goroka Barnes and Kundiawa, partly cloudy with possible evening showers and thunderstorms. And Mendi, Tari and Wabek, partly cloudy with possible evening showers and thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Morning Plus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Thursday, the 28th of May 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits